that. Afternoon all, and welcome to THFC Till I Die, your home of Tottenham, past, present, and future. An exciting future with the Aussie Dynamite Postecoglou. I can't get his name right today. In charge of us as we go forward in search of trophies. And joining me on this Transfer Talk Friday, of course, as usual co-host, she does the breakfast show. Of course, it's Ellie, who really doesn't know who she follows these days. One day's Italy, next day's Germany. Could be South Korea tomorrow. Could be North Korea on Monday. Who knows? But how are you, Ellie?
Not Germany, though. I must add that. Nothing against the country, but I don't follow them. But yeah, I'm fine. I'm looking forward to the show. Looking to see what Mia's got in store for us as well. You know, she's always surprise up her sleeve.
Yeah, I've got no sleeves today.
Yeah, and also joining us, and of course this is a joint stream with Spurs Between the Lines, is Mia. Mia, how are you this afternoon?
Yeah, I'm good. Enjoying a bit more sunshine down here by the beach.
It's been raining all day here in Ireland, so it's been quite muggy. It's very muggy, very hot, but rainy. We need a good thunderstorm. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, let's see who's in the chat this morning, guys, before we get on with the news. We've got Hod 10. Good afternoon, everyone. Coys. Wayne Bonner, I'm still available on the free. If you need a centre-back or an attacking mid, we'll keep you in mind, Wayne. And Wayne, where are my manners? Good afternoon, everyone. Hope you're all well. Yeah, we're grand. We've got Hennessy. Good afternoon, all afternoon. We've got Michael McDonald. I hope you lot leave Carter Vickers with us. Look, I don't think we will be going after Carter Vickers somehow. I think he will be staying at Celtic. So I think you're quite safe on that, Michael. But big up and thank you for joining us. We've got Lisa. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're all having a wonderful day so far. We've got DJ Green Alert. Hello, everyone. We've got United Spurs of America. Big up Jacob. Big up Mia, panel and chat. Carl Simpson. Good afternoon, guys. Hope all is well. A nice bit of echo at the end of the theme tune. I know it happens every time, and I don't know where it comes from, but it's a bit fun. We've got Eltel Cockrell. Good afternoon, Dermot, Ellie, and Mia. Michael saying that's good news. What a player. Well, to be honest with you guys, he has improved since he went to Celtic, hasn't he, Carter Vickers? For when he left us.
He has, definitely.
You know, big up. DJ Green's asked you, Mia, Ellie, do you sleep at all, Ellie?
No. The straight answer, no. Maybe about an hour.
Yeah. We've got Jazz Fusion saying g'day all. We've got saying hi to Mia from DJ Green Alert. We've got Andrew Gregory. Good afternoon, Dermot, Ellie, and Mia. Who else we've got in now? Who else has come in? We've got Colin Turner. Good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Jim in as well. Hi, Spurs lovers. Hope you're all well. And that is about it. So that's all that's in. Please hit the like button, hit the subscription button. It does help. It really does help the algorithm on my channel, on our channel, and also Mia's channel as well. And she goes towards 3,000 watch hours, as we're now getting very, very close to that. So she can then be monetized. So we are going close to that. And then we've got a few more people coming in. We've got Zoe Diaz. Big up, Zoe. Hope you're doing well. And we've got Kate. Oh, what about me, Dump? Look, hello. How are you?
Yes.
There you go. And DJ saying she's been on stream all night and day.
I have.
Yeah, pretty much.
Where were you last night on then?
On Jacobs. And I'm on one later as well.
Mm.
And then Carl says we've been on stream all day together as well, because I've been getting onto streams as well today. So
yeah, we're hard working. We're trying to promote THFC Till I Die everywhere, and Mia's doing Spurs Between the Lines and THFC Till I Die. I hope.
And I just work behind the scenes, putting it all together and just putting the glue together. And
you're
I mean, we don't want you to be the face of the show anyway, do we? Let's be honest.
I was going to say something naughty there.
We'll just take her off there.
I'm not as cheeky as Mia, am I? I could say something, but I won't.
Yeah, that's enough of your face. Thank you very much. Let's go back through the chat.
Look, I'm going to be nice. I'm going to leave you up the top.
Yeah.
We've also got coming, Simon, hi, I just got the Maddison deal. Just get the Maddison meal done. I'm sunning myself in the south of France.
Ooh,
Oh,
nice.
lovely.
We actually will start on the Maddison deal, actually, because I found a bit of news. I don't know how everyone's going to react to this, but who knows? Okay. Kate says, I've almost finished setting up my channel, guys. But as I said, any help you need, we are here to help. No problem at all. And Jacob said, yep, Ellie popped up on Jacob's last night. What a great time.
Yeah, we did have a good time.
Says, I'm not late. You're late. Haha. Yeah, we're always late. And Carl says, I've even got Ellie messaging me first thing in the morning.
Oh, yeah, what's going on here?
That's what I was going to ask now. So something you two
Yeah.
like to say, or
Wow,
you want to
We're keeping
announce?
it undercover. We're keeping it under the clockerel cock.
See, haven't been caught out yet. Haven't been caught out yet. So should we start with that Simon Jordan bit of news? Actually,
Yes.
I thought you were going to start with the Maddison news.
Yeah, that is
the Maddison.
Simon.
Oh,
yeah, that is
Simon Jordan's getting involved in it.
Yeah.
Well, Simon Jordan makes James Maddison transfer prediction and Daniel Levy claim, and this is it. Football pundit Simon Jordan calls on Talk Sport with Jim White every morning at 10 o'clock, so don't miss that. It actually is a great show. If you want a bit of drama, it really is. So he says, has revealed Tottenham Hotspur chairman Daniel Levy told him the club have not made a move for James Maddison at this time.
Yeah, that was reported. So
yeah.
I expected that. Yeah. That's not surprising.
But all these news that were going around that we've made a bid for him, €50 million bid for him and Barnes and all this.
Oh yeah, that was rubbish.
That's rubbish. So what do you reckon to this, Mia? I'll start with you first, Mia, and then I'll go to you, Ellie. Look, are you surprised by this news, or do you think it's about right?
It's about right, because straight after that was said, Fabrizio Romano came out and said that wasn't true. And then I've been reading anyway that we haven't put out an offer yet. It's soon, maybe soon, we're basically thinking about doing this offer, because now we know that Newcastle probably can't get him because of some sort of FFP issue.
Yeah.
So it kind of leaves us free to put an offer in, but whether it'll be accepted, because we don't want to pay what Leicester want us to pay. So.
Ellie, what do you think? Look, a lot of people, we've got Eric Cockworth says Simon Jordan's like Marmite, and then you've got Carl Simpson saying, let me take that off there. Simon Jordan is a complete tool and it's about as relevant as a bit of dog poo. I've been told it is coming. Look, I've been told as well the same thing as you, Carl, but I think you gotta give him a little bit of leniency, Ellie, because he has owned a football club in Crystal Palace, so he does know Daniel Levy quite well. So do you think he wouldn't say this without a little bit of context or a little bit of concrete information behind it?
Yeah, do you know what? He must have phoned Daniel Levy or had some sort of conversation. So he's not going to just make that up, is he?
To be honest, he hasn't given us anything brand new, because we already knew this. So it's not like he's giving us brand new information that only he knows. So that's what I feel like
as well. But I just feel like, obviously, if it isn't true that we've made the bid, I think we should make a bid. That's what I'm saying. Make a bid, because we need a central attacking midfielder. It's evident we need somebody to score goals and create goals. So I just hope they do get their finger out and actually make a bid.
See, I disagree with you there, Ellie. I think Maddison is a luxury player, right, that we really don't need, because you can play Harry Kane in there, you can play Kulu in there, you can play Hill in there. There's other players in there you can play. We need central defenders. We've got the goalkeeper in. It's more apparent for us to get a proper central defender than it is getting the cam. I really disagree with you on that, and I know that's your go on, Mia. Sorry.
If you actually watch any of my videos, guys, go over Spurs Between the Lines. I said this morning that Romero has said that centre backs and a centre attacking midfielder are our priority. So we're doing both. It's not like we can't do both. I don't know why people think we can't do both, because we can. It's just about juggling the money correctly to make sure that we can do all of it. And also we're going to have to sell some players, so we're going to get a bit of money recouped in that sense. So we can do all three. And Romano has said literally they are the three positions that we are definitely going to get. Like they're the priority position. So don't worry your little heads. We are going to get a centre back.
Yeah, I mean, look, we are after two, aren't we? We are after two centre backs, and with the likes of Dyer and Sanchez looking to be sold, guys, where do you think we should? Look, Sanchez is probably more easier to sell than Dyer, to be fair.
Definitely.
So, look, we're after. Where is it now? We're after this fella. The Spurs are looking at Alessandro. Cannot pronounce his surname. For a replacement for Longley, and we're also after Tottenham are likely to sign Tapsoba from Bayern Leverkusen. So who would you go for first out of them two, Ellie? And where do you want us to go next after we get the centre backs done? Where do you want us to go next? Because I don't think we're that far off.
Okay,
a decent team.
Obviously, Tapsoba's is the one that's like prominent at the moment. It's the one in the headlines. So I've been watching him as well, and he's a fantastic player. Very, very good on the ball. Very good at bringing the ball out. Brilliant at tackling. Good aerially. So that's one that I'd love to see get over the line. This Buongiorno, I heard this Italian journalist big him up yesterday, and he interviewed him quite a while back before he became like a mini big star. Right. So he's one for the future as well. So I just feel, I think Victor Nelson would be a better choice because he's got more experience. He's playing in a really tough league in Turkey for Galatasaray. And what I've seen of him, his distribution is fabulous. And we need somebody like that to bring the ball out and to pass accurately. And he does long and short balls very quickly. And he's a fantastic tackler.
Now, I've actually watched a lot of this player here in Germany because I love watching the Bundesliga when I can, but I've seen a lot of them. And he's a very good defender. He's a very, very good central defender. Do we need a couple of defenders that are calm and collective to be with Romero? Do you know, if you have a back three, they all got to complement one another.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah, no, they do. And that's why, well, we're not going to be playing a back three, we're going to be playing a back two. But yeah, they need to be a good unit. And I think I agree with what Ellie's saying about Tapsoba. He's a very good player. And obviously we're in for that player from Fulham as well, Tosin. We're in for him as well. So we have got centre-back options that we're kind of looking at, definitely. And there's definitely a Nelson, like you say, as well. So we've definitely got quite a few on our radar. So I think we're going to get three, you know. I've got a feeling we are going to get three because that would be two and then two backups. And then I think we're going to clear the decks with all the others. I think we're going to get rid of a load of them.
I mean, you look, we could have Jed Spence, Romero, say Tapsoba, then you've got Nelson, then you've got, who's the other wing back we're bringing in? Destiny as well.
Udogie, yeah.
We've got the new goalkeeper. That's a whole new back five. And they're a young back five as well. They're not old. They can grow together. And I think you put Romero in the middle as captain, and you let him guide them because I think that's going to be crucial. Myself, and I think Romero should be captain actually next season. I've been thinking a lot about that. I tell you why, and there is a reason behind my madness. Maradona, as I can remember him, as well, Ellie, we remember him as a player, but as a young player for Barcelona, he was a wild hothead. And he kept getting sent off quite a lot. Argentinian passion, South American, you know, they don't really take the football very seriously.
They do.
The Argentinian manager gave him the captaincy to calm him down. And look what happened to Maradona. He became the greatest player this world has ever seen, even better than Pelé. which we've had that discussion on this channel before. But to be fair, in our generation, he was probably the greatest player we've ever seen. And I think giving him the captaincy would give Romero something else to think about, Mia. Now, do you think that could work? That could calm him down and just sort of give him that little bit something to worry about instead of
because I just don't think I don't think he's a good enough communicator to be able to get across what he needs to get across to other players. That's the most vital, important part. And as good looking as he is, and I would look at him all day, every day, I feel like a captaincy. No, absolutely not for Romero. No. Absolutely not.
Ellie, what do you reckon? Romero's captain.
I agree with Mia. Sorry, Dermot, but I just think he's too hot-headed sometimes, and he needs to concentrate on improving on his tackling to get it clean. Don't give the boy too much to think of. He's young, and he's also got Mia on his mind. So you don't want to give him too much.
Can you imagine if someone done something wrong, he'd go over and headbutt him. Like, you don't want your players to go and headbutt each other. You know what I mean? Like, no, he's too much. He's too aggressive and not a very good communicator.
I disagree with the pair of you. I think it will calm him down. I really do. And you look at players in the past that it has worked. It gives them something else to think about. It gives them, you could have Højbjerg as captain. No. I mean, John Fitzpatrick saying if Kane goes, Sonny should be captain.
No, Sonny either.
I don't know.
Yes, the best one.
I tell you another captain who could be captain. I don't know if you guys would agree. Would be Bentancur, Benny.
Benny, maybe. Yeah, I think out of any of those, I'll choose Bentancur the most. I think that Son doesn't vocalise enough. He hasn't got that strength in him to say, "Oh, it's you. Come here. What the heck are you doing?" He's not strong enough. And Højbjerg needs to get gone. So I want him out of here. Don't want him in my team. So no. And the thing is, if he's not in the team regularly, you can't make him captain. And he's not going to be in that team regularly. I can guarantee it. I can tell you now he won't be.
I agree what Jacob says here, actually, and it does make a very good point. Sonny should be captain even if Kane stays. Only leaders come out and refute rumours of leaving. Less than 24 hours of rumours and says, I'm here for Spurs.
Do you know what?
That's a very good point, though, isn't it?
I really do big up Sonny for that, and I have done. I've said, Joe, I've said absolutely fantastic of the guy to come out and do that, because I've said, why isn't Kane doing that? I have said that. So I have said that exact same thing, Jacob. Like, honestly, I have. But it's not about what's best for because Sonny done that. It's about what's best for the team. And I just don't think he's got that ability. And that's not what's best. We've got to have a captain that's best for the team. And that's where I feel. And even me, I love Romero, but I still don't think he's the best one for the team.
Do you think, Ellie, that's a very good point by Jacob, that Harry Kane has not come out and said, I'm staying? With all the rumours, with all the transfer talk around them, even last season, every window becomes the Harry Kane show.
Yeah.
There's a rumour comes out with Sonny within 24 hours, I'm staying, I'm not going anywhere. I love my life at Spurs. I love my life in London. I'm staying here. Why can Harry Kane not do that? That would put everyone else's mind at ease. If he was to come out and say, right, I'm staying, I'm signing a new contract, I'm not moving anywhere.
I know, and it happens every year. It's not just a one-off every single year. And it's really frustrating for us Spurs fans, because all we want to know is that our talisman, Kane, is staying. And he just doesn't come out and say it. And there's loads and loads of gossip and rumours. And it's so tiring watching it all and reading it all. And everybody's putting their £5 worth in, aren't they? And lots of stories are getting twisted and turned. And it's so frustrating. And I wish he would come out and just say, I'm staying or I want to go. Just a clear-cut message to put all the rumours to bed, and so that we can move on as Spurs fans. And we can start thinking we're going to lose him or we're going to keep him.
Right, hang on. I'm just going to put a poll in the chat. Spurs, who should be Spurs' new captain? Hang on, just need to finish that off.
I'm going to
right, and I've actually put Benny, Højbjerg, Romero, and Sonny as the 4 options.
Okay.
So let us know what you guys think. So the poll is up there now. Who should be Spurs' new captain? We've got a lot of different opinions. I think Mia, thinking about it, Mia, you may be right about Romero, but I just think the captaincy may calm him down. But yeah, he can't speak English. That's another thing as well. He's not great in
That's what I'm saying.
English.
He can't communicate. And, you know, when I communicate with him, it's not the kind of communicating that you need to talk. So it's all good.
Come on, Mia, get your finger out. Come on, go down that basement and teach him some English.
Come back, Philip, all is forgiven. We've got Nathan Passard from India. Big up, Nathan. Hope you're doing well, sir. Thank you so much for the super chat. It's really, really kind of you, and it really does help us grow. And if you want to be like Nathan, I think his name is Nathan, please get ahead, and you'll get it read first. So please hit that. Do the super chats, and also pick up your memberships as well. They're only $2.99, cheaper than Netflix, Paramount Plus, and Disney Plus. You get more for your money with us. Though my partner would disagree because she loves watching Bones, so that's what she's doing at the moment.
Has there been any news on Laporte at all? That's another one.
Yeah, that's coming. Well, we'll get the super chat done. We've got a couple of super chats to get through, Ellie, and then we'll continue. We've paid $60 million for Don Bennett, Mr. Burger King. Paid the $50 million for Maddison, a Premier League proven player. Him behind Kane will guarantee his goals. That much needed creativity. Mia, are you there? What do you reckon? Just pay the $50 million for Maddison, or would you pay $90 million for Maddison and Barnes?
I wouldn't pay for I wouldn't know, because I feel like there's better options out there. I'm not keen on Maddison. If that's who Ange wants, then that's who you should get. But personally, me, I don't care if we don't get Maddison. So offer them what we want to offer them. If we don't, walk away and get someone else. Personally, I feel like there's other options.
I like Maddison. I think he can score a lot of goals and create a lot of goals. The Maverick side of him, maybe Ange can get him to one side and say, look, son, you're not doing that under my watch, you know, and get him under control, because he's one of these free-spirited footballers, you know, but he will bring a lot of goals and he will bring a lot of assists. But 50 million may be too high. I would say more to the 40 million mark, or even.
Do you know, Ellie just gets into her stride and she stops. She's like a phoenix of the flames.
Carl makes a good point, though. We can give some players to Leicester, so we can try and lower it in that way. They can take Winks. They can have Dyer. We've got loads of them. They can have.
I know. We can have a car boot sale.
Yeah, Sanchez. We've got loads we can give them.
Just tell them, come to the Tottenham car park. We'll have them all standing by their cars and little signs in front of the cars. Please take this man. Right, we'll bring Ellie out. And we'll bring Ellie back in when she gets on Frozen or waves.
Who would I have instead of Maddison? I would have Eze rather than Maddison.
That's a very good point. We'll get back onto that. We've got Bentacore for captain, ? Or anybody. And big up Nathan again for the super chat. Look, the poll at the moment is Benny's 53%, Højbjerg 9%, Romero 13%, Mia. And
not Sonny, me. I didn't vote that.
I know. And Sonny 33%. This Sonny for captain seems to be gaining sort of momentum.
What? It's because of what he done, and I do understand it, but that still, for me, doesn't give enough reason, because I feel like he isn't the captain that we need, and it's important to have a good captain. And we don't want to, I feel like we don't want to make that mistake.
No. Would you buy in a captain? It was said in the chat.
If it was the right person that come in, If it was the right person.
From Southampton?
I don't like Ward-Prowse. I think he hasn't got enough to offer. But do you know what, right? I feel Ange has got a good judge of characters. I feel whoever he picks, I think he will be right. Yeah, this is the person. I think he'll be able to tell.
Yeah. And big up to Nathan as well. He's just become a new Harry Kane. Let's see what membership you've got. You're welcome to the Harry Kane membership. So big up Nathan as well, becoming a Harry Kane member. So big up to you as well. And he's put in another super chat. Wow, you've been really kind to us today. And he says, please name a few alternatives to Maddison. I'll go for Ward-Prowse. I'd also
Eze.
go Eze, yeah. Does he play for Palace?
Yeah.
I go for the other one as well that plays for Celtic, Jota.
Oh, Jota, yeah, Jota.
That's what I go for. People in the chat, let us know. Well, who would you like to see us go for? And the chat is humping, so please, if you want to get ahead, do put it into a super chat. It will get you ahead of everyone else. We've got Hod Godsend. Andrew will know who will be our captain. We have a couple of players in mind. I wonder if he'll go for McGregor or O'Reilly from Celtic. Now, that's a very good point.
Yeah.
Would you go for either of them, Mia, or would you think, stick to the Premier League?
I don't know. Joe, what for me, I feel like Andrew's going to make the correct decision. So I think, it's something that we can debate it. It's not like we get real say in it. So I feel like that you'll see when Andrew makes those choices, to be honest.
Yeah, we've got Colin Turner saying our biggest problem is getting rid of the Deadwood. I don't think it will be a problem. I think they'll fly out. Jacob said it's a good debate either way. I think Sonny could be vocal if given the chance. When Kane is out of the squad, he always steps up. And one thing about that, Mia, is Kane's never vocal when he's captain. He leads by example instead of leading by leadership, if you know what I mean.
But that's why he doesn't make a good captain.
Yeah, exactly. I do agree with you on that.
I just think he doesn't make a good captain. And Sonny steps up kind of when he obviously in other times he scored goals, but is he captain material? That's what we've got to think of. It isn't about how much you like a player, because I love Romero, but I completely disagreed with you with him being captain, because I can see who will make a good captain, and I don't feel like there's really anybody. Maybe Benny slightly does it, maybe for me. But I don't feel like anyone in our team currently has got that, what I feel is like that X factor to be a captain.
Got Darryl Denton. Big up, Darryl. Thank you for coming in. Also, I want to say big up to Lloyd Hughes as well for coming in first time in the chat. So big up. Hit that like button, subscription button, Mia. Dylan says, Mia, we ain't got any captain players at the club. Give it to a new player we buy who hopefully can be one. That's actually very true. Yeah.
I did say that's what I'm saying about it. I don't think there's really anybody I can think that's a real captain, if I'm honest.
No, not even Benny. Do you think Benny won't be back?
Benny, I don't know if he's got that English that's clear enough to communicate, because it's about communication as well. Yeah,
Declan Rice is going to City.
Yes.
Hope he falls over and breaks.
No, we don't care, because their City are doing God's work again, because they're getting him from Arsenal, and the Arsenal fans are having a meltdown. It's amazing the meltdown they're having about it.
I have actually kept away from the Arsenal fan channels. I must go on there one day just to see it. I did go on there once last season when they were bottom in the league, and I did put in the comment. I said, I'm now going to have a nice big bottle of juice, and just left it as that. The chat went mental.
But
really
like
funny.
I say, honestly, they're having a big meltdown. So honestly, City, I don't care. Cool, let them have it.
Well, Kate says, I think Maddison will end up at Arsenal.
Interesting.
Very, very interesting. And then Jazz Fusion says, there goes the budget term. I know. But anyway, Ellie out, out. She's in and out again.
Doing the hokey cokey.
She is. Well, guys, we do have a player in. It's our first proper signing, but our second signing in after Kulu is Gianluca Google. As me and Philip have now christened him Google. That's his nickname from me and Philip Brady are calling him Google. To Tottenham, here we go. Agreement completed after the official bid sent for the Italian goalkeeper to join Spurs on the 19 million euro deal. Tottenham Hotspur. Vicago joins after an excellent season at Empoli. He will be in London in the next hours to sign the contract until 2028. And I've got a bit of stats from him. And we're buying a very good goalkeeper, actually, guys. He's 27-year-old in October, stands at 6'4". He's a right-footed shot stopper, held some impressive stats last season. Most big saves, fourth highest shot saved. Penalty experts saved 3 out of 5 last season penalties, 11 out of 36 in his career to date, which may not seem impressive, but that puts him above average of penalty saves. He's a fantastic reader of the game, gets himself into position, set in a decent amount of time to deal with dangerous attacks. Aerial ability is good. He commands his box, isn't afraid to come out and collect or punch away, although he has the 4th most accurate passes and 2nd most accurate foot passes. He isn't the keeper who tends to play out from the back. Who wants to go first on this now about them stats? Are you happy we've got him, guys?
Yeah, I'm happy. I think I saw someone else put some other little stats like the chart thing where you can see the comparisons and stuff. And he actually he's pretty decent, you know. He's actually decent, and I'm looking forward to seeing what he's going to be like. To be honest with you,
Googly Elmo. There you go. That's
Googly
what we're going to
Elmo.
call it. Ellie, are you happy with that? Are you happy with him?
Yeah, because I heard Dino's. No, is it Buffon? I heard Buffon said that he's going to be just as good as him in time. And the goalkeeping coaches will get him up to speed with the Premiership, because a lot of the foreign goalies, they do tend to punch out rather than catch. So they'll work on that, and they'll work on the fact that he does parry the ball to the middle sometimes. Not all the time, but, you know, they'll work on that. So I'm confident in our goalkeeping coach that they're going to get him up to speed, and he'll be a fantastic player for us in years.
I want to give a big shout out to FTSM Column, who done this report for me, actually. So big up Colin. He actually done this report for me last night and sent it to me this morning. So thank you so much, Colin. He said this is just an early report. He's doing a proper in-depth report on him for me. So we will bring that up in the next few weeks. Now, these his reactions to me at times are very good, showing that to adapt to situations on the fly, being able to change his body direction in the toughest of situations, deflecting shots all around, very good shot stopper. Biggest concern, Mia, is that I have at the moment, which is Colin put, and I did speak to Colin about this, and it is true, is that he times punches the ball back into the middle and not away from the goal. With training, this can be ironed out of his game. I mean, I had somebody last night saying to me they remind him of Pat Jennings. Now, to have somebody compared to the big man and a legend that is Pat Jennings, that a Tottenham legend, I have to say, an Arsenal legend as well, and the Northern Ireland legend, that's some compliment, isn't it, to be compared to the big man himself?
Most definitely. I mean, anybody who's compared to Pat Jennings is worth his weight in gold, because that guy, Pat Jennings, he was absolutely a stunning goalkeeper. And do you know what I've noticed about this guy? Because I've been watching him a lot. He's really good at reaching the top of the goal, because he's a big lad. He's 6'3", and he's very athletic, right? And he can, like Gomez was when he first came. He could do the high shots, the low shots. He's good at as well, which I'm really impressed. So I'm looking forward to.
Joe, what? That's what I noticed, Ellie, when I watched the video. I don't want to judge him by videos, but the videos I've seen, his reflexes are mad. Did you see the one where he done that triple save? That was wild. That was mental.
We've got a few people here, actually. We've got Kate saying he needs serious work with his hands. I'm happy to help. Oh, Lord God. We go.
Oh, dear. Yes, Kate. I love it.
This is for the over 18 show we are going to do. You know, just calm yourselves. You know, he's only a goalkeeper. I don't know. I can't see it myself. Carl Simpson says when he sorts out his catching out, he will be a great keeper. Hod God 10 said maybe because he uses his whole body to block shots. And that 3-shot save mirror is mental.
That was crazy.
That remind me of your man, the goalkeeper for Liverpool in the Champions League final. Do you remember that save he made? That double save he made?
Yeah.
Oh, what was his name? Was it?
Bruce Grobbler.
No. I forget his name. His name sort of...
Rayner?
No. 2005 Champions League. Maybe somebody can let us know in the chat. We've got Colin Turner saying, if any player has a weakness, including the keeper, that's weakness should be worked on in training. Yeah. We've got Greeny, big up Greeny, says, compared to Jennings, as he makes several saves with his feet. Yeah. Basketball practice after training. That's actually a very good point, guys. I'll take that off for a minute so we can see Ellie. That's a very good point. Training like that, sort of something different.
Jersey Dudek.
Jersey Dudek, that's it. Well done.
Jersey Dudek.
What do you reckon, guys? Basketball practice for him after training. Something different. Well, Arthur Rowe used to get the lads for the push and run side, used to get them to hit the ball against the wall and run and catch it. And that's how the push and run side was trained some days.
It's very good for their agility, basketball, because it's a very fast-paced game as well. And, you know, you have to be solid with your hands, don't you? Especially for a goalkeeper.
Yeah, DJ Green Alert says, did anyone see Pat Jennings score a goal from a goal kick? He did in the 1967 Charity Shield against Manchester United at Old Trafford. And he beat, it was the time, 67. Is it 1967 Charity Shield. And I think we won, didn't we? 2-1, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I was only 5, but I'll look it up.
Yeah, I'm Carl saying wax on, wax off, Kate. Oh, God, this is just, it's getting one of them shows, me. I can feel it.
And it was nothing to do with me this time.
I know.
No,
this keeper in 2 to 3 years will be Italy's #1 if he trains correctly. Do you know what? I have got a question about this, and I'm going to ask you, but I think we've got a steal here. For 19 million, guys, it's an absolute bargain. So, absolute bargain. We've got John Arnold. He can't catch the ball, though. Cheap option again. How can you compare with Pat Jennings? This is a joke. Well, do you want to say it again when you said about the legend, the Italian goalkeeper, Mia? Ellie, I mean, sorry.
Oh, yeah, Buffon. Yeah. He said that he'd be just as good as me. He's rating him really highly.
Yeah. We've got Kate said that I meant in an athletic way, Dermot. Yeah, okay.
The Charity Shield game was 3-3.
3-3. It wasn't Old Trafford, wasn't it?
That Old Trafford, yes.
Yeah.
And do you know what? The referee was Eric Jennings.
Yeah, there you go. And did Jimmy Greaves score 1 goal in that game, if I might add?
Have a look.
If I remember correctly.
Jennings. Alex Stepney was the Man United goalie as well.
Yeah.
Right, let me have a look. Keep on going while I look.
Yeah. We've got a super chat here from, thanks very much, Mia. I completely missed it. The chat's gone mental, so thank you very much, Mia. Do you want to read this one out, Mia? Go on. That's my co-host up the top there. So go on.
Maddison will go Arsenal, Rice to City, and Winks to us. Oh,
Lord Jesus.
Don't say that, Kate. Come on. I thought you were a fellow Bexahifian, so we're friends, but no, I can't have that.
She spent €2 on saying Winks to us. Seriously, but big up, Kate. Thank you very much for the super chat. It's very kind of you.
No.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kate.
Ellie, what do you reckon? Can we drag you away from your phone? I know you're trying to look for...
Yeah.
You're looking for Romero's phone number just to take him down to your house. I know that's what you're doing.
I'm trying to hide that.
If we can tear you away from your phone...
You can't have him.
Can you answer the super chat?
Maddison will go Arsenal, Rice to City, Winks to us. Oh, my God. You know what? I don't even want to answer it.
Right, I will. Maddison probably could go to... Let's rate it, actually. Maddison to Arsenal, guys? Yes or no, Mia?
It's a possibility.
Because if he likes London and he doesn't come to us... I don't think they've even looked at him, but... Yeah, they might do.
Well, you don't rate him, Mia, so we'll give the crap players to Arsenal, so we're quite happy with that.
They can have him.
Declan Rice to City. I think he could go to United, you know.
No.
I think he's going to City.
Can you imagine Rice you know, I don't know. I think United are after him as well. United put in a couple of bids for him.
Yeah, I think he'll go to City.
And what about Harry Winks? Come on, let's be serious about this now. Harry Winks, what do you reckon?
To Bermuda, the triangle.
Someone just said they signed Kai Havertz, Arsenal, but Kai Havertz hasn't got an actual position. So I don't know where they're going to play him yet. We don't know because he doesn't really have a set position, does he?
Carl says, I'm telling you, what if we're left with wings? I'm ripping the cock off. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Love it.
I'm ripping it right off the wall in anger. You bugger. You've got me. FTC Greeny 100%. No, I'm a goalkeeping coach. Yeah, Colin is actually a goalkeeping coach. If people don't know, but big up. Look, let's get back to Google, as me and Philip like to call them. These are his stats, guys. So aerial, 7 out of 10. Communication, 7 out of 10.
Yeah.
Handling, 6 out of 10. One-on-one, 7 out of 10. And kicking and distribution, 7 out of 10. Mia, what do you reckon to them stats to begin with?
Yeah, he's I think that his handling is needs improving. All of it. The thing is, a good goalkeeping coach can really teach him a lot, and he's still young enough that he can still learn from a good goalkeeping coach. So I think he'll be just fine. So yes, they're reasonable stats, and again, we'll just have to wait and see and hope that the goalkeeping coach can help him out and maybe improve them.
Do you know what, guys? The kicking and distribution, 7 out of 10. I would love to. I will do. I would love to do a side by side with him and Foster on all their 7 out of 10s for each of that. That would be good. And then Ellie, reflexes 8 out of 10, sweeping 7 out of 10, positioning 8 out of 10, overall rating 7.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
I tell you one thing, I think we've got a bargain here for 90 million euro.
Yeah, definitely. And do you know what? He reminds me a bit like Peter Schmeichel as well, where he makes himself big. Because when you see some of his saves, he actually spreads out his body and he puts his arms out. And then when it goes high, he really has got the athleticism to get up there, you know, which I really admire of him. Because like Peter Schmeichel, he was a fabulous goalkeeper, weren't he? So even if he gets half as good as him, if we've got a fantastic goalie.
We've got Mir. He's highly rated in Italy. The Italian fans found our meltdown strange. Yeah. And can I just say, I'm absolutely think it's ridiculous that people on Twitter have totally overreacted with this signing. If people were to look at him and see what he's done for his club, he had a great season. Do you know, why are we criticising somebody? I mean, look, Man United didn't spend a lot on Peter Schmeichel. Look how Peter Schmeichel turned out. Do you know, you can go back to Bruce Grobbelaar, you can go back to Ray Clements.
Even if you go not back that far with us with Lloris, who knew Lloris really? What experience did Lloris really have? So, you know, in like the Prem.
Yeah.
No, that's right.
Playing for Leon.
We've got football and boxing. Don't get carried away. Stay balanced. Exactly. We've got Adam Phillips catching 0 out of 10. Well, that could be improved. Kate's going looks 9 out of 10.
I don't know.
No, I tell you who the best looking goalkeeper we've ever had is Gazzaniga. That guy, oh my goodness.
Should I just leave you two just
there you go, off you go.
Should I just leave you two to talk about the good look? Yeah, I'm still waiting for your best ever looking at Spurs 11, Mia.
Oh, I've got to do that, and I'm telling you now, Gazzaniga is going to be in goal because man,
I set Ellie and Mia a challenge, right, to get together and come up with the best looking Spurs 11.
Oh my God, that's going to be so easy.
And me and Philip have to do the best ever lady Spurs 11.
Oh, okay.
So that's what we've got to do. And then you two, it should be a bit of fun, but that's the show that we're going to have later down in the summer. It's a bit of fun. We've got DJ Green that said his first few games will be tricky. If he makes a mistake, I just hope the fan base don't get in his back about not getting Raya. Right, I'm actually going to point out something here. Eric Torsvet, debut. Mia and Ellie, what happened?
I don't even know. I can't say because I can't remember it.
I
should remember it.
No, he made an absolute howler.
Right.
He let a ball go straight. He let two. I think he made a howler for one of the goals.
Right.
Okay. Yeah.
So remember it was against them.
I think it was against Norwich.
What year was
it was
that?
on telly. It was on telly. Yeah.
What year was that, Dermot?
Quite way back.
80, 88, 89, 89, 90, 88, 89, I think.
Oh, so I was only 7 years old.
It was on telly. It was one. It was the big match back then. It used to be on ITV on the Sunday. And we've got a super chat here from Jim as well. Big up, Jim and Kate. You're always big supporters of us. So big up. He says, and Mia, I think Maddison will do well at Spurs.
Oh, listen, I get why people like him, and I feel like he has moments where he isn't good and he doesn't always turn up, and he looks like his attitude isn't very good, and that's my main issue with him. I just don't know if he's got that attitude.
That was it, Hot God. Thank you so much. Against Forest, and it went through his hands. Let me know, Hot God 10. Was it on the big match? I think it was actually. DJ Green Alert. My wife used to drool over Gazzaniga.
Oh, Joe, you should have showed her DJ Green. You should have showed her the pictures of him in training, because those training tracksuit bottoms.
My girls like Rafa van der Vaart.
Really?
Yeah.
Carl Simpson says Gary Doherty will be in Mia's team.
Me and you are going to fall out, mate. I tell you.
No.
You're pushing your luck.
Gary Doherty.
Here we go.
His luck is.
You know what? Harry Winks might be a shout. He's quite a good-looking boy.
Darren Freedom says, "Here we go. Let's leave the girls alone."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. We've got the football and boxing. Gazzaniga, that was a great number 2. To be fair, he was actually. He really was.
It was lovely to sit and look at him. I could just so dreamy.
We've got Kate saying Janola will be a my 11. Would be a my 11 all day with VDV. Yeah, Van der Vaart. Yeah.
Do you know
Van der Vaart?
Do you know what else as well? Gazzaniga. Where's he from? He's Argentinian.
Yeah.
Those Argentinian men.
Yeah.
There's some Minger ones as well, though.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah. Anyway, lovely weather we're having, isn't it? Right. The FT head of column says he reminds me of De Gea, similar in build to what he was like in his first season. He's going to take time for him to adapt to the physical side of the Premier, which is very true. Very true. We've got Paul Sands, the Collectants, Scooter Collective. Big. I haven't seen you before, so great to see you in the chat as well. And please hit that like button and subscription button. We've got Adam Phillips also. His best mate is Delhi. Says a lot. Says a lot. I don't know who's his best mate.
Winks, is it Winks?
Oh, Winks, yeah.
Yeah.
Him and Winks used to play a lot of Fortnite together.
Yeah.
Football Boxing said Maddison has matured a lot. And do you know what? I think he has this season. I think for what Leicester have gone through, right. I got a question on the side. I wasn't going to bring it up. I put it in there, but I'll bring it up anyway. Do you think, I'm going to start with you, Mia, do you think that because Leicester went through a relegation battle, do you think it helps to mature players or makes them appreciate it more when they go to a bigger club where they know they're going to be challenging for stuff?
I think it probably gives them a bit of a reality check. I think it keeps them in check a little bit. It might make them also learn to, with their emotions, how they feel. They're going to have to sort of deal with a lot of the different emotions as well. So emotionally, you have to mature when it comes to a situation like that, you know? I feel like, yes, it does part. Yeah, it does.
Simon Gibbs says, how rude, ladies.
Well, it's just good-looking men, that's all.
He says, we're not pieces of meat, you know. Exactly, Simon. Thank you so much.
Oh, listen, right, I'm sorry, but there was page 3 girls for years and years and years. And you men are complaining about making us, like, saying we treat you like pieces of meat. Come on now. Let's be equal in our thought processes.
Eye candy.
Eye candy for eye candy. Men can do it, women can do it. We all got eyes. We have to have a look. What can I say? Those trousers were very tight when he used to do his training.
I just used to like Samantha Fox when I was young.
Oh, by the way, Thfc's debut was against Nottingham Forest, and we won 2-1.
Yeah, we went through that, Ellie. We
Did
say
you?
that.
Oh, sorry, I didn't realise.
See, it shows how much Ellie actually takes interest when we do a show, right?
I do take interest. I just didn't hear that bit.
No, you
All right,
mentioned
children, that's enough.
you
Now. Can we
mentioned
just get on with
Romero
the
and
can we just get
Gazanier,
on?
and she just goes into another world.
Right, I'm gonna have to be the mum here. Can we just now get back to it? Come on, children.
Right. Question now. All right, I know who this is, right? I don't know if Ellie will. Mia, I don't know if you get it because it was in '87, so you would have been young, too young probably. Ellie, if you don't get this now, you should get this. Can you name the Spurs player who performed twice on the same night at Top of the Pops?
Well, it's either Glenn Hoddle or Chris Waddle because they done the FA Cup song and then they did Diamond Lights, didn't they?
In '87.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking it must have been them because I can't remember anyone else being on Top of the Pops. Was there anyone?
I mean, the cup final song was great. Diamond Lights. I've never heard a bigger bunch of rubbish in all my life.
It was crap.
Oh, God. I bet they look back at that now and thinking, why? Seriously.
They made a bit of money. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And on a quick side note, I actually went to Top of the Pops a couple of times when it was being recorded.
Did you?
Oh my God, I saw
Yeah.
you. Mia. I saw you. You were there with Romero, weren't you?
Which
No,
years
it was
did you
years
go?
ago when I was a kid.
Which
When I
years
was
did you
younger.
go?
Oh God.
Yeah.
I can't remember, but I remember some of the songs that we had there, but we'll talk about it after. But I remember some of the different songs that were played. I had that Pretty Blue Eye or Green Eyes, that one. They won.
What? Wait.
No. I was young. I told you I was young.
Yeah.
I'm not as old as you, remember?
We've got a couple of people here saying Ozzy Ardiles. He was actually on it 3 times, actually. Not on the same night, but he was on it 3 times. It was Waddle, Chris Waddle, Hoddle and Waddle.
Yeah.
Hoddle and Waddle, Waddle, Glenn Hoddle. One big happy family. Didn't know he was on. We've got the feminist movement speaks. I'm holding the door while I type what I type.
Yeah.
And then we've got Mr. Brady. Orders forgiven, Dave. Philip, please come back. Please just come back. Save me from this
abomination.
being henpecked, as I would describe it. So it says, did we sign a centre back yet? No.
No, not yet.
No.
Shame.
So sorry, what have I missed? DJ Green Alert says I was on the phone. Well, you just missed Mia announcing her engagement to Romero, and you just missed Ellie saying that she did go out with Glenn Hoddle and Chris Waddle at the same time.
Oi.
Nah, they're not my type. Glenn Hoddle, brilliant footballer, not my type in looks.
That's not what you told us, Nelly. That's not what you told us in the background now. Come on, you didn't tell us that in the background.
What was that?
That was just that was Derval. She's watching. That was Derval getting excited over something on the telly. So there you go. Apparently, Bambi was a very Bambi.
Nicky Bambi.
Yeah, Nicky Bambi was a very good player. Yeah. Whatever happened to him? Did he go up to Middlesbrough?
I think he went to Hull City, didn't he?
I think he went to Middlesbrough.
Hold on. Oh God.
Anyway, we've got. Let's get back to what this show is called, Transfer Talk. It's sort of gone from, I don't know where it went. It's gone somewhere around the. I don't know. These shows still go completely haywire when Philip's not here. If you notice, when Philip's here, it runs smoothly. When he's out, it's like the 3 of us are like 3 kids. Right, we're going to run riot. Right, right. This is the question, right? And I want everyone's honest opinion on this. And look, I know it's going to be a little bit controversial, but I'm going to say it. Does Levy deserve credit for quickly getting this deal over the line? And I say he does. Why? Because the Raya deal wasn't going anywhere. He was very quickly, let's get this done. We're going to get our keeper in, and we've done it within 24 hours. Mia, does Levy deserve credit for quickly getting this done?
Yeah, he does. I think that a lot of people criticise for the way he does business, but I feel like this is like a positive side of the business that he's done, Joe. Like I feel like that he done well. I'm not criticising him on that, so yeah, I'm going to give him somewhat credit for it, I guess.
Yeah.
Ellie? No, I know you're probably going to disagree with me.
No, it's like quick, slow with Levy. Quick, slow. And the slow bits are slower than like a snail moving.
You're dancing again. You're doing the quick step again, aren't you? That's what you do.
It's a
Quick,
bit like
quick,
that,
slow.
Yeah. Even the last window, right? It's last summer window. It was 2 quick ones, followed by a big gap. And then that Jed Spence saga was like nearly 3 months, I think. So I do give him credit, right? Because we do need a goalie. The Raya deal wasn't going anywhere. So I'll take my hat off to him. Yes, he did well. He done well, Mr. Levy.
Okay. We have got the poll at the moment. Who should be Spurs' new captain? Benny at 35%, Højbjerg at 6%, Romero at 16%, and Sonny at 42%.
Wow.
So Sonny is winning that, right?
Do you know what I would say is someone that's saying about, it was plan B. See, I don't believe in this plan B. I think there was probably 3 names in the pot, and I feel like that we couldn't get one, so we just moved to the next. I don't think that's really a plan B.
Oh, thank God.
There he is.
Thank God. The force
come to save the day.
Sorry, I'm going to demote you now. The force is. I feel like the balance. The force.
No, you can't be coming in and bloody removing me, mate. Nah, that's taking the mick. That's taking the mick. No, I'm being serious. That's really like disrespectful to get Philip in and then straight away demote me. Rude.
Yeah. There you go. You're back up the top.
Rude, man.
I know.
And Philip.
And it's a joint stream as well.
I know. I'm joking. I was going to put you back, Mia. But Philip, look. You've come in, you've brought balance now to the show. It was going a bit haywire about good-looking men and God knows what else.
Apologies my voice, by the way. My voice.
Yeah, no, you're grand. I'm actually surprised to see you in. Does Levy deserve credit for getting this deal over the line, Philip? A lot of people in the chat are saying no, they're not. He doesn't deserve credit.
Listen, I'm a moderate person when it comes to things like this. I will give Daniel Levy credit when he deserves it, and I'll give him a bollocking when he deserves it as well.
Yeah,
I think on this particular occasion, we're normally waiting until the middle of August before we make any signings. Here we are now on the 23rd of June, and we've got a signing in, so you've got to get some credit for that. Now, that's tempered by the reality that he's got to keep going now. Don't sit on his laurels and wait till the 23rd of August. Get going now. Get us a centre back in. Get us James Maddison in, and then he certainly will deserve credit. But he's moving in the right direction on this one, and I think it's a bit harsh not to give him some credit for it.
Yeah. And Philip, Carl Simpson, Philip, I got Dermot again with the cock. Oh, God, fuck.
Why am I not surprised?
Oh, dear.
Oh, dear. Well, look, that was... Now, we're going on to Philip's favourite subject, Harry Kane. Right, Mia, I'm going to start with you on this. I do apologise. It was only a joke putting you at the bottom, Mia. I was going to bring you back up again, so don't worry.
Yeah, sure.
I'm going to get a bollocking for this after the show. You bring Romero around. Yeah.
I don't need no man. Listen, I don't need no man. I can easily stick up for myself. Don't you worry.
Believe me, I know you can. Right, Real Madrid have agreed an incredible, and I can't believe I'm going to say this. I mean, Philip, you can remember, and I can, and Eddie we both, I was a bit young at the time. I was only a young kid. Maybe you two, Ellie and Philip, can remember this. Trevor Francis, the first £1 million player. Real Madrid have agreed an incredible €250 million transfer with PSG for Kylian Mbappé. Now, this is only a report. So the question is, if Mbappé goes to Real Madrid, does that mean PSG will go after Harry Kane?
Yes and yes.
Yeah, I expect so. But will they get him? That's the question, isn't it? Like the fact is they can go after him, but it's about whether they're going to actually get him. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's I don't know where Real Madrid are getting the money from. Really, I really do not know. I mean, no club, unless they're breaching FFP by the bucket load, can afford 250 million. You know, I know Chelsea can get around it, or the Saudi Arabian teams can get around it by buying players and loaning them back to Premier clubs. That's the way around it. But this is just incredible. I mean, what are they going to do? Pay PSG £1 a week for the rest of eternity? It's just it may be true, but if it is true, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Look,
no players will.
I knew the Levy thing would cause havoc in the chat. I knew when I wrote out the question what I was writing. So I was half expecting to get lambasted for this. So look, I hold my hands up. It was a question I wanted to put out there. And to be fair, the panel and the chat have not let me down. They really haven't. Kuva99, big up Kuva. I hope you're doing well, sir. One of the original members of this channel back in the day. He's a bit like the George Washington of this channel, really, in a way. He was like one of the founding fathers of this channel. Giving Levy credit for a run-of-the-mill signing, guys, is like one of those fathers expecting praise for looking after his kid. He's supposed to. I'd give him credit if it's a signing that turns heads. Who wants to take that one?
I'll take that. Have you read any of the comments that have been passed by this goalkeeper? Gianluca Buffon, the other Juventus goalkeeper, reckons he's a better goalkeeper than he ever was. So I don't regard this as a run-of-the-mill signing. I think it's a brilliant signing to get this goalkeeper in, you know. And I mean, listen, Daniel Levy cannot do right for doing wrong. So I'm not giving him ultimate credit for this. I'm saying he's done well to get a player in so quickly as regarding other seasons. We haven't got anybody in at all. So, you know, I mean, I just think that some people, he just can't win. And I'm prepared to give him the benefit of the doubt. If he doesn't sign anybody else, then I'll be on his back. But at the moment, let's be positive. Let's not be negative all the time.
Mia, what do you reckon? What do you want? Do you agree with Kuva or do you agree with Philip?
No, I agree with Philip. I feel like I did say, you know, okay, yeah, he got someone in, so I do have to give him a bit of credit for that. Like Philip said, he has to continue on and get us the right players that Ange wants. That's the most important thing. Because don't forget, we're unlikely to get some head-turning kind of signing because that's not what really he does. But I do think, like, if a Maddison comes in, would that be enough for people to say that's a head-turning one? Would it be for some people? I don't know. But everybody...
I think if we signed Mbappe, it wouldn't be enough for some people. I'm afraid so.
But
some of the criticism of that goalie today has been incredible.
But what I'm saying, Philip, is that's what I'm saying. Because it's so subjective, it's so individualised that then it's always going to be that way. So it's difficult, isn't it? Because, like I say, it's just so subjective on what you think is a head-turning signing. Some people might not be happy, like you say, no matter who we bring in. So, I've got to say that.
Yeah.
He's one of the top, if not the second top goalkeeper in Serie A. You know, if we bought... Could you say that David Raya from Brentford is as high up the list on that in the Premiership? No. Could we say the guy from Southampton, Bazuma, that we all like, is up there? No. He got relegated. So we've got a decent goalkeeper, a very good goalkeeper, with a great future ahead of him, according to other Italian goalkeepers, for a reasonably cheap price.
Yeah. I was on the podcast yesterday as well, and like I said earlier, there was an Italian journalist, and he mentioned the Buffon thing, and he also mentioned that he'd interviewed him a couple of years back, and he said he's got a great attitude, and that he was housing a Ukrainian family for quite a while. You know, he housed them, and for a young man to do that, I'll take my hat off to him. And I wouldn't say he's run of the mill either, because the saves that I've seen that he's made, they're not run of the mill. They're not a save that every goalie can make, especially those high ones.
Look, everyone's entitled to their opinion, and you can't dispute that. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I think it's a good signing. His stats, we just had his stats up there. His stats speak for themselves. And look, one or two people have actually compared him to Pat Jennings as well, which is one hell of a compliment.
He saved a lot with his feet, apparently. Pat Jennings
Jennings did that as well. But look, Kuva, do you know what? Fair play for putting your comment in, and we got it read out, and it's brought a good debating point, and actually between us. But big up, Kuva. I hope you're doing well, guys, and everything right. Let's go back to this now. We've got a few comments in about Mamapai. DJ says, my Magpie to Spurs would turn more than a few heads, Villa. It would sour milk back to the drinkable.
I think there'll be lots of parties down Tottenham High Road if that happened.
Hot God 10 says, can you honestly, and there's a very good point actually, I'm going to start with you this and Mia. Can you honestly see Ange allowing Levy to bring in players he doesn't want? Ange won't have that. Philip knows me and Philip knows what he's like at Celtic. So Mia, do you agree with Hot God 10 here?
Yeah, I do agree with him really, because I do feel like that for me, he doesn't seem that kind of guy. And the way that it's sort of been said, though, he didn't want Kulu, but actually Kulu come out and said he did want him. So it tells me that he is already getting a say in stuff. So I can't imagine Postecoglou backing down and just saying, oh, all right, then I'll just have that player. I think he's going to be giving options. And don't forget, his options aren't necessarily going to be expensive options. So people are going to say, oh, it's a Levy signing. But actually, Postecoglou signings are very much Levy signings, if that makes any sense, because he likes the cheaper options, but Postecoglou looks for good, young, talented players that don't cost very much money. So I think people are going to go, oh, that was a Levy signing, but actually I feel like it was probably Postecoglou, and I feel like that he does get a say, if I'm honest. I think so anyway. I can't imagine him backing down.
No. We've got DJ Green Light says, talking about Ukraine, Ellie, the Shakhtar boss will see us if we get what's that, Philip?
Manor Solomon.
Manor Solomon
on a free. Like this country hasn't done it.
Yeah, I can't figure that one out. How they could take us to court for buying a player that's that's out of contract.
I know.
Makes sense.
I know, it's absolutely ridiculous. Carl says, my Magpie isn't on our level. But the question sort of goes by, guys, and I'll start with whoever wants to take this first. Philip, I know what your thoughts on the Harry Kane PSG tapping up all thing. We're going to go into that in the podcast tonight. And I've got really some good questions for you for tonight for that. Also about FFP as well. And so, Mia, can you see Harry Kane leaving if Mbappe does go to Real Madrid?
Well, Colin just put some comments in and said that that's all like that it's all paper talk, especially the pricing. I would have thought that's a lot of money. But if he does end up going there, I can't see Harry Kane going to PSG.
No,
I really can't. I honestly can't. I don't think it's big enough for him. If he's going to take that leap, I feel like he wants to take that leap with a certain type of club, if that makes sense. I just don't think he fits into PSG as well, the way that they are over there. I just don't think it would suit him personally.
Yeah, we've got Stinging Nettle. That's a good name, actually. I really like that. Kane captain, Romero as vice captain. We've got right. I can give you the very latest on that. What we just read out. If you want the breaking news on that.
Yeah, go on.
Real Madrid are skint. That's your breaking news.
Oh, there we go.
I must have said that a few minutes ago. Absolutely skint.
Yeah, basically, I'll give you the exact word is Real Madrid do not have that amount of money available. That's what I've been told.
No.
There you go.
They'll have to sell their entire team to buy Mbappe. I don't think even he could play them all on his own.
Carl says PSG can have Charlie Kane and their weird cousin Larry Kane.
I don't think PSG is a suitable home for Harry Kane. Although you can imagine the 2 and 2 equals 900 and all this comes out if Mbappe does go to Real Madrid. It's going to be automatically Harry Kane to PSG. But I don't think it'll happen.
No, Mia Coover. So we'll finish up soon anyway. So we'll make this probably one of the last couple of questions, and then we'll just go. We've got one more question in the banner to go through. Coover says, if Vieira is such a top target, and each of you can have a say in this, so I'll go around the house on this. Then why are we trying to sign Raya? He may well turn out to be a hidden gem, but let's not pretend it's box office, surely.
What I would say to that is that, like I say, I think that we were trying to sign Raya. That didn't work, but I feel like there was other names in the pot, and I don't think that Raya was. I don't know. Like I don't feel like that Raya was somebody that we were so concentrating on. Otherwise, we would have just paid the money. I think if we really, because I feel like there was other options. I feel like they had a budget. This was the player. These are the players. Which one? And we tried to get Raya. Can't do that. Moved on to the next one, but. We're not trying to present it as box office. I think we're trying to just say, give the guy a chance. He is a very good keeper, and like it's it's like a bit of a shrewd buy-in, if that makes a buy. And I think that you've got to give credit when that happens. I feel like that you've got to give a bit credit for some shrewd business. That's all.
Yeah,
Ellie.
Yeah, and when you look at it, right, so David Raya, he's third choice goalie at Spain, and Vicario is third choice goalie in Italy, right? So in Italy, they're noted for their defending, and he's been written up. So much has been written up about this boy in a positive light. So, and he's had a fantastic season. I just feel that he's going to prove a lot of people wrong. And I'm not, like Mia said, it's not box office, but it can become box office if we develop him even more than he's already developed.
Look, for me personally, before I give Philip the final word on this, look, for me, Raya priced himself out of a move. Brentford priced their way out of a move. So I think when it comes down to it, we went with our second option. And I'm sure Paratici had him well scouted and well looked into. And I think a lot of people seem to forget. I think a lot of our signings that we're going to get in this summer have been all put in place by Paratici before he was banned. And I'm sure he can still advise the club on transfers. He can still give advice. So I think he's doing that. But I think Raya priced him. I think Brighton and Raya priced their way out of a move. And look, it could be a hidden gem. But I'm certainly not calling him box office, but I'm very excited by the signing and that we've got two signings in very quickly and a third and a fourth could follow. Philip, do you want to give your last thoughts on this one before we move on to the last topic?
It was put out there by Tuesday or Wednesday that unless Brentford, reduced their asking, we weren't going to pay 40 million, and quite rightly so. Raya is not worth 40 million. No way. They warned them, if Brentford, if you don't reduce your price, we're moving on. They obviously had the other guy, Vicario, under surveillance for quite a while. You don't buy a keeper in 2 days. He's obviously been under surveillance. He has come through whatever test they or whatever due diligence they do on a player, and we got him for half the price and less. And he's going to a fan base now who probably half of them are thinking, God's sake, what have we got here? It's up to him to win them over. But what I would like to do is everyone give him a chance. Don't be writing him off just because you didn't like the price we paid for him or we didn't get David Raya. We've got a decent goalkeeper. I've been watching his videos for the last couple of days now. I'll tell you what, that guy is one hell of a shot stopper. He really is. And he's young. He's 26 years of age. He's ideal age to be buying a player at. So let's give him a chance. And I think we'll be pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. Just go quickly through the chats. We've got Flaming Eyes. Big up to you. It says the Prem is so overrated. Harry Kane don't got the balls for another league. No. Well, we'll see. Wayne Bunny says, where's the challenge with PSG? They're guaranteed Champions League every season, quality signings and very little in the way of domestic competition.
True.
Real Madrid are bound to be skinned. They keep offering 250 for one platter. Now, Darius says here, guys, that Real Madrid say that every year they are funded by the Spanish royal family and the Spanish government. So, big up to Carl Simpson. Says, got to go. See you later. Great stream again. Thank you very much. We've got Michael McDonald. Any player thinks about causing trouble in the dressing room will be dropped, kicked out of the door.
I think Michael supports Celtic. So so he knows.
Jazz Fusion says Google plays with a back five in a defensive oriented team. Now, not how Ange plays. They're all valid what people are saying about him. And DJ, he makes a very good point here. DJ Green alert, actually, guys. Before we go on to our last comment, the real reason people are not happy about this keeper If this keeper was going for 60 million and we paid that, everyone will be going nuts for him.
Yeah.
You know,
And Colin made a good point as well. All the other teams that were in for him, there were some other teams in for him, you know. It wasn't just like we just plucked him out of nowhere. It came linked with Roma, Inter and Juve.
We've got I don't know how would you pronounce that? Greg Sealant.
Excellent.
Inter were keen. I'm keen. Also, Scupper United getting. Yeah, that's a very good point actually on that. So you know, we'll have to wait and see. We've got Lynch, 616, Maddison, and someone younger to back him up. Keep him on his toe. Needed Alex Scott. And that go.
The only thing is that Alex Scott is improving in the Premiership. Madison is. That's the only thing I say about that. He's a good player, but he's never played in the Premiership.
No, Kate's asking when you're on again, guys. Well, me and Philip are on at 8:00 tonight with our podcast, where we're going to go over the week's Spurs news and a bit about FFP, aren't we, Philip? A little bit.
Yeah. Listen, do you know something? I'm going to slope off and get myself a drink because my throat is drying up here. If you don't mind, I'm sorry I've been on so short, but I'll see you later on, okay?
Yeah. We'll be back on, Philip. Thanks for popping on. See you later.
See you later, Philip. Try some honey, some hot water and honey. Helps you.
Yeah.
And lime juice. Lime juice, not lemon juice, because it's alkaline.
Very good, Ellie. We can have some limes here. Right. See you later.
See you later.
Yeah.
We're medical department as well, Ellie.
Yeah. We should get the job at Spurs. We'll sort them out.
Right, guys. With Kulu and Google in the door, we're more followed. So I'm going to ask you one question, sort of a one-worded answer, really.
Okay.
How many do you think we'll get through the door this summer, Mia?
I think 3, possibly 4.
Ellie?
I would say 4. I'd like to get 4 or even 5. That would be even better.
Yeah. Big up, Kate. We'll see you on. We're back here at 8. I'm going to go for 5. And Carl says he couldn't leave 4 more. More to follow, like 4 minimum. So everyone's sort of going for 4. Football and boxing's going for 2. DJ Green's going for 3. So, you know, there's a lot of people going for 3 or 4. The poll, we will get the last on that. There's only really been one winner on that poll, by the way, guys.
Spencer, I presume.
No? Right. Who should Spurs new captain be? Sonny 1 at 50%, Benny at 30%, Romero 15%, and Ellie Hoiberg has only got 5. And that was us fighting for him. So there you go. We've got a lot of people here. We've got 6 columns saying at least 4 to 5 Ninja Spurs. I love that name, Spurs Ninja. I do. Yeah. We've got Nathan, 2 defenders, 1 mid winger, maybe a backup striker from Celtic. Yeah. 5. Dan Davenport says, Yo Dermot. Yo Dan. And chat. Right. Do you think we should cash in? We'll make this the last question of the show. Do you think we should cash in on Kane as he hasn't signed a new contract? Mia?
If he doesn't sign a new contract, yes, we should cash in on him. Simples.
Ali?
Yeah, because it's a clear sign that he doesn't want to stay. So, yeah.
I really want to disagree with you two and have an opposite argument, but I can't. I have to agree with the 2 of you. I have to say, yeah. Look, if he doesn't sign a contract, look. But when do you draw the line, though, guys, with Harry Kane? When's the time do you draw the line? Do you know, the September the 1st is when the transfer window closes. So when does Danny Levy say, right, that's it, Harry, I'm selling you, you're out the door?
Joe, what I would say, a week, because the official appointment of Postecoglou is the 1st of July. Yeah. Give him 5 days after that to talk to Postecoglou and make the decision. That's what I would say. because that gives us plenty of time to get someone else in if we sell him, because we need time to use that money and if we've sold him. So for me, 5 days is all you've got, Harry. You need to decide. If you do want to stay, that's fine, and you don't want to sign the contract, then you've got to go. But if you do want to stay and you want to sign a contract, cool, man, that's fine, absolutely fine.
Right, we've got DJ Green alert. Levy was selling for 80 million 2 hours before the close of play. I can see it bloody happening as well. Jarula says, I'm fed up with this Kane saga. Look, I am too. I'm really fed up with this.
Sickening.
We've got a lot of people saying deadline day. 1st of July, you'll see things move. Yeah, that's true. We've got football and boxing. He will sign a new deal. Jazz Fusion. Levy will not allow Kane to play against him Levy will not allow Kane to play against him in the home opener. End off. Yeah. This will drag on to deadline day. Yeah, Mia?
I can't see that.
You want to say something?
Not. No, I hope not. I hope that it won't drag on till then, because that's ridiculous if it does.
I think Postecoglou is a strong enough character and a strong enough manager. We've seen what he's all about. He's not going to allow that.
No.
He's going to say, do you want to stay, Harry? If you don't, you're going to be sold.
Yeah.
Right. And I'll give Levy the red light.
Yeah. Lynch says 5 if Hill stays. Colin Turner, at least 8 out, hopefully. Yeah. 7 in, 8 out will be a good window. We'd love 2 signings. Kuva, I don't think anyone wants him for 100 million. No. 6 total this summer. And then Jazz Fusion, 3 hard. These guys are worthless. Kuva says if you get Maddison and Tapsoba, then the transfer window might be really interesting. Look, as for what I'm hearing, the Tapsoba deal is actually close. So we could actually, and football and boxers, all of them are poor captains, in my opinion. Well, yeah, I know, but nothing you can do about that. Mia, give your channel a big plug as you march on to becoming a channel monetized, so you can send in super chats to Mia very soon. You've reached 600, on 600, so congratulations, and that very well deserved. And where can people find you, and what can people find on your channel?
I do all kinds of content over at Spurs Between the Lines. I'm going to put the link in one more time, guys. So if you could go over and subscribe. I do previews, I do reviews, I do different kinds of videos. I do daily transfer windows as well, which is actually going really well. The daily transfer ones actually have been doing quite good. So yeah, they're only going to be short. So 5-6 minutes long, so then that gives you all the latest transfer news that I read. So yeah, please go over and subscribe, as I'm now pushing to get to that next target, which is 700. So because as well, like Dermot said, once I get to a certain point, I can actually do super chats, super stickers, super thanks, and memberships. So once I can do that, that would be absolutely fabulous. And I appreciate everybody who has helped me so far to get to this point, because it's like so much support from me. It's just amazing. Thank you.
And Ellie, what do you want to say quickly before I end off?
Just my Ellie Ladies Breakfast show. I've got the next show coming up is I'm going to do a double whammy, USA and Canada. I'm covering them both in one show. So a lot of hard work's going to go into that. So watch this space and you'll see all the notifications.
Well,
all
listen,
the Americans and the Canadians.
Yeah. Well, listen, thank you. We are going to do the Women's World Cup. We are going to do watch-alongs, as well as the girls in green go over there and win it and beat England in the final. And there you go. Enough said about that. But listen, there's the link up for Mia's channel again. Please get over to Mia's channel, Spurs Between the Lines.
Also, Kate's just put hers up, so make sure you go over to Just a Girl Who Loves Spurs. If she sent the link in, Kate, we'll be able to do it for you, but you can't put it in, so you've got to send it privately to one of us, and then we'll make sure we put your link up for you.
So, Kate, send me the link on if you somehow get impressed, if you get in touch with Mia, we'll add you into our WhatsApp group on WhatsApp, so we can put all the links in there, and then I can get the links and put them into the channel. But Rob Belcher, last but least, he says, my wife is not impressed with me. It's our golden wedding anniversary, and I'm spending it with you guys. High praise.
Rob, you've got to keep her happy. You've got to keep her happy. Don't do that.
Can I just say, congratulations on your golden wedding anniversary. Very well done, and congratulations. I hope you have a lovely time tonight, whatever you do. And yeah, congratulations. Colin says, go and like all the channels, damn it. Colin Turner says, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for an enjoyable afternoon. Cheers. Well, that's it. Well, listen, guys, we are back tonight at 8 o'clock with me and Philip with the podcast, where we are going to go through topics. I bring them up now of FFP, who's going to be the number one, Foster and that. And then we've also got we're going to talk about this with Chelsea buying 100% into Strasbourg. Is this bad for football? And about UEFA going to, with UEFA going to lessen the rules on ownership, that you can own more than one club. And the last we're going to talk about is there is some reports. I am going to speak to Colin about this because he is a Man United fan, that Sheikh Jasmine will think about making an offer to take over Tottenham if his bid for Manchester United fails, according to reports. So me and Philip have got an awful lot to go through. But listen, thank you for watching. It's been a great show. Enjoyed it as well. And we'll see you in the next one. Whatever you do, come on, you Spurs. In Ange we trust.
In Ange we trust.
We do.
Do you know what, Elish? Mia forgot to wobble her head.
I was about to say, and if you don't know, then you should give your head a wobble.
There you
go. Headache now.
And you just remind me one of them things in the never mind. You just really remind me.
Slept.
Pardon?
A lady that hasn't slept and I can still wobble my head.
Fair play. Come on, you Spurs.
Okay. Come on, you Spurs.
Hang on. Sorry, I've got to do this lastly. This is Mia after the stream when she's running to Romero. So I'm doing this now. And on that bombshell, goodbye.